Hey everybody, John Sherman, Creative Director at VC Productions. Can realtors sell homes virtually? Sure can. Let's talk about it. Okay guys, so I've been talking to some of our realtor clients and we've been talking about solutions and ways that you could sell a home virtually, and here's what we've come up with. If you were lucky enough to have already put your house on the market before quarantine, you've probably got your photos of the property, your video tours, maybe some drone, even some Matterport 3D virtual tours, and that listing looks beautiful and it's out for the world to see, and you've got a captive audience of people in quarantine and everything is seemingly okay as long as buyers have money and they're willing to use those resources to look at your property. But what if you wanted to list a property for sale after the quarantine started? How do you do that safely and how do you do that effectively so that you get the quality images? I really have trouble believing that you're going to be able to film in all of the dynamic or photograph the dynamic environments of a house on your standard iPhone and get that same level of quality, right? Realtors should be conducting recorded Zoom walkthroughs with their seller, right? So sellers on one end, realtors on the other end. Seller's gonna walk around the house with their phone and just film the spaces. The realtor's gonna guide them, right? Hey, show me what the back bedroom looks like. We'll stand there for a minute. Hold the camera still for me. Ooh, what's that in that left corner? And you can sort of talk up the property and talk about those different pieces. So how do you use this? I don't know that I necessarily recommend just posting that on the web for people to see. What I would do is, if you have a curated list of buyers that are interested in certain properties, reach out to them and then do a guided tour of that video, right? So now I'm the buyer, I'm sitting on the other end with the realtor and I'm watching the video simultaneously over a screen share in Zoom, and the realtor's guiding me through that. If the realtor does a little bit of editing, you can actually cut out any voice narration. So as a buyer, I never even hear the seller's voice, right? Now you're guiding me and walking me through this home on a individualized, one-on-one basis, just as though you were walking me in that house just virtually, right? And I'm not gonna pretend that this is the same as being able to physically walk in the space and stand on the floors and feel the distance between, how tall those ceilings are and whatever. It's not the same, and we shouldn't pretend that it is, but it's definitely better than nothing, and it certainly primes a buyer for after quarantine to be really interested in a property. Another thing you could do if you're a really motivated seller, there's an application called Zillow 3D. It's a guided step-by-step process to create virtual tours and panoramas of your home using your phone. Stage the house first, right? And then walk around and do these 3D guided tours. At the end of the day, you're using a phone. It's not going to be the same quality, but it is a tool that could help buyers get a better understanding of your property. Maybe this works really well in a renter's environment, right? Where that sort of standard maybe isn't as high as a sale environment. Another thing that realtors could be doing, and again, within the confines of quarantine and not breaking protocols and things like that, Matterport. So Matterport is around $3,000 to $4,000. It's a device that is super user-friendly. You sit it on the tripod, you use your app to control it, you put it in the middle of the room, and it does a beautiful, very high resolution 3D scan. In addition to that, all of the Matterport content gets boosted to the cloud, where they automatically, with their software, stitch it all together and create this really beautiful, immersive virtual tour. Another feature of Matterport is you can export pictures. So you can actually take high resolution still images out of the 3D scan that Matterport does and use those for your listings. So a couple ways that you could potentially do this while being safe. Number one, you could get a Matterport device and ship it to your sellers. They stage their house if they're really motivated. They put the Matterport everywhere and follow its very simple guided process. And then they pack the Matterport up, leave it on their porch, you wipe it down with a billion different, Purells and Clorox wipes, and we've presumably scanned a home beautifully without potentially endangering anyone, right? But these are ways that you could potentially get this content out without ever having to send a photographer or videographer to somebody's home. Now, if the property is vacant, none of these issues are as big of an issue, right? Most likely no one's been in the house for a few weeks. You can go in and safely sort of take those images without bumping into anybody and potentially passing on any viruses. Again, I think that, everyone should be careful and look at the laws and regulations around how they're going to be working these things. But these are tools that have been available to us before quarantine. These are available now during quarantine, and are potential strategies you could use to help your sellers sell their homes and help your buyers get into the home of their dreams while still keeping everybody safe. Guys, if you like this video, please like it. If you want to have other people benefit from this video, share it. And of course, if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel. Comment below if you have any ideas or questions or things that we didn't talk about, any experience using the 3D Zillow app or maybe with Matterport. Really open to those ideas. We want to help everybody figure out better ways to navigate these sort of strange days that we are in. Reach out to us at videocityinc.com. We have a whole page with free resources on guides and videos like this, as well as a shopping guide where you can buy equipment for your home to start creating content consistently. Thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay home, and stay sane. We'll see you.